Hi, I want to attempt to answer your question as to what the black Hebrew Israelites believe and why the black Hebrew Israelites are so angry. I first want to start out and say that not all black Hebrew Israelites are racist, and not all of them are angry and obnoxious, but I would say a lot of them are. At least a lot of the ones that I ran across in the streets. I first came in contact with the teachings of black Hebrew Israelites, but at the time I didn't know it. This was in the 80s, where they had some guys dressed up in the costumes, whatever you call it, that they wear, and they used to have these books written by a guy who called himself Imaisa. Now, Imaisa used to teach that he was an angelic being from another galaxy, but he would teach from the Bible. He would also teach from the Quran, and he would teach the greatness of the black civilization. And he also taught that the 12 tribes of Israel are made up of the descendants of slaves in America and indigenous people of America. For instance, like the black man in America is from the tribe of Judah, the Puerto Rican is from the tribe of Benjamin, the Haitian is from the tribe of Levite, and the Dominican is from the tribe of Simeon, and so forth and so forth. Now, a lot of the black Hebrew Israelites that you see on the street that are aggressive, they're like that because I believe they're criminally insane, with a prison mentality. That's the reason why I say that they're criminally insane, because I think most of them come out of the prisons and they still have that mentality. I don't know what they're angry about. Maybe they're angry because the white man put them in jail. They feel that the white man put them in jail. But anyway, there are some good ones out there, such as Nathaniel 7. Nathaniel 7, if you search him on YouTube and listen to Nathaniel 7, he's an excellent teacher, him and his partner. I don't know his partner's name. And from there you can find some other good ones. There's also some young guys out of Atlanta who used to study with a group of good black Hebrew Israelites under, I guess, the guy called Reverend Bowie out of Chicago. But they also have an organization out of Atlanta, and this guy called Jazreel is the main teacher. So you might want to search that on YouTube. Search Reverend Bowie, Hebrew Israelite, Jazreel, Jazzreel, or Jazreel, Hebrew Israelite. Search those in YouTube. You'll find some excellent teachings from good black Hebrew Israelite. But the guys out of Atlanta that I was telling you about, they have a ministry called the Absolute Bible Truth. Well, it used to be called the Absolute Bible Truth. I think it still is. But they said that YouTube took down their page and they have another page up and it's called something else. But if you search Absolute Bible Truth, you'll find them. There's some young black guys out of Atlanta, and excellent teachings. Now on just excellent teaching on Bible, period. It doesn't necessarily have to come from black Hebrew Israelites, and it doesn't necessarily have to come from so-called Pentecostal preachers or whatever. You might want to check out Forerunner 777. He's a 7-day Adventist. It's not a cult. See, people are hung up on this thing, cult. Oh, 7-day Adventist is a cult. Jehovah Witness is a cult. Islam is a cult. Black Hebrew Israelite is a cult. Well, what is a cult? Cult comes from the word culture. Culture is made up of a group of people who have the same ideals and have the same music and have the same literature or whatever. So if you want, get away from this word cult. They can call Christianity a cult. They can call Catholicism a cult. So get off this cult and religion and this idea that, oh, I have my belief and you have your belief. Your belief is good as mine. It doesn't matter. My opinion is just as good as yours. And if you're a Muslim, if you're a Jew, if you're a Catholic, as long as we're doing our thing, there's no problem. There is a problem. There's only one truth. But yeah, I hope that answered your question. The black Hebrew Israelites believe that the 12 tribes of Israel are made up of people of color, and that the white race are basically the devil, personification of the devil. But you have also black Hebrew Israelites who believe that salvation is to the Jew first, and that the Gentile, who they believe is the white race, can receive salvation. You have some good black Hebrew Israelites that believe that. And again, like I said, the reason why they're so angry is because those guys are nuts. I got a video on here, and there's a group called the Grand Master. They're nuts. And I almost got into a fight with them in Times Square one time. So let me know what you think. Peace.